Cold open plus story. I still don't know who was standing in the darkness outside that bathroom stall, but I know one thing for certain. If I hadn't locked that back door, I wouldn't be here to tell you this. These aren't creepy. These are police reports, security footage, transcripts, and survivor testimonies from the loneliest roads in America. Story 1. A trucker named Marcus. 3 a.m. I-80 in Nebraska. Marcus pulls into a concrete lot. There's one other truck there. Engine off. Lights out. Marcus goes to use the bathroom. First, red flag. The door is chained shut from the inside. Heavy rusted chain. Not a padlock. A chain. Someone didn't want to get out. Someone didn't want anyone coming in. Marcus is tired. He ignores Italiano. He goes around the back. Second door. Unmarked. Unlocked. He walks inside. Lights are off, but the hand dryer is running. Nobody at the sink. Just hot air blowing into an empty room. Then he hears the scratching. Fingernails coming from the ceiling tiles. Marcus looks up. One tile is slightly pushed aside. In the gap, 2 pale fingers. Just the fingertips, tapping in a rhythm. Tap, 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 tap. Marcus ran. He didn't look back. When he got to his truck, the other truck, the dark one, was gone. No tire tracks, no engine sound. Just the hand dryer, still echoing across the empty lot. Story number 2. Fade to black. Story 2. A solo female 1 to 95 in Virginia. She pulls up to the only working pump. A man is sitting on the curb next to the air compressor. He isn't holding a gas can. He isn't asking for money. He's just watching. She pays at the pump. Doesn't go inside. As the gas clicks, the man stands up. He points at her passenger side tire. Low, he says. You got a leak. She looks. The tire is fine. But when she looks back, the man is gone. Vanished. She shakes it off. Drives away. She looks. The tire is fine. But when she looks back, the man is gone. Vanished. She shakes it off. Drives away. The man wasn't warning her. He was telling her what he had already done, and he was gone. Because he was following her at highway speeds, without headlights. Police found his footprints outside her hotel window 3 days later. He had been standing there, every night, just watching. Story number 3. The child. Story 3. This is the one that made me stop driving at night. A father, driving with his sleeping daughter in the back seat, 2 a.m., the border of Oregon and Idaho. He stops to pee. As he hits out, he sees a little girl standing by the vending machines. She's wearing a summer dress. It's 40 degrees outside. She says, "Daddy, I'm lost." The father feels empathy. He walks toward her, but his own daughter's voice, Tirial one, calls out from the car. "Dad, who are you talking to?" He freezes. He looks back at his car. His daughter is awake, staring at him. He looks back at the vending machines. The girl is gone, but the gravel is moving. Something is dragging itself under the parked. Something long. Police searched at rest stop for 3 hours. They found one thing. A single summer dress, folded perfectly, inside the coin return slot of the soda machine. It was dry. It had never been washed. It smelled like dirt and vanilla. The father's real daughter kept asking the same question for weeks. "Dad, why did you leave me alone in the car with the lady in the back seat?" There was no lady. Story number 4. The attendant. Story 4. My personal favorite. Because there's a witness. A cashier at a 24-hour Sinoco. Surveillance audio exists for this one. The police still have the tape. A customer walks in to buy caffeine pills. 4 a.m. The cashier is mopping. The cashier asks the customer, "Did you walk here?" Customer says no. Cashier says, "Good." Because the guy who was standing next to the ice machine for the last hour, he just walked behind the building. Customer gets his pills. As he turns to leave, the cashier grabs his wrist. Hard the audio picks this up. Cashier says, "Don't use the front door. Use the emergency exit. It faces the highway." Customer asks, "Why?" Cashier points to the security monitor. On the screen you see the customer's own car, and standing directly behind the driver's side door, waiting, is a man with no face. Not a mask, no face. Just smooth skin where the eyes and mouth should be. The customer ran out the back. He left his car. When police arrived at dawn, the car was untouched. But inside the glove box, they found a single Polaroid photo. It was a picture of the customer sleeping in his own bed. Last week, the cashier quit the next day. Nobody knows where he went. Story number 5. The tunnel. Story 5 involves a tunnel, not a cave. A pedestrian tunnel under a highway. The kind that smells like mildew and urine. A couple, boyfriend and girlfriend, stop to stretch their legs. They dare each other to walk through. They get halfway. There's a light at the end, but it's not the other side. It's a phone screen. Someone is watching a video. The sound is teeny. A cartoon. SpongeBob. In a concrete tunnel. At 3 a.m. The boyfriend yells, "Hello?" The video stops. The light goes out. Absolute darkness. 3 seconds. 5 seconds. Then, the light turns back on. But it's closer. 10 feet closer. They didn't hear footsteps. They didn't hear breathing. The cartoon resumes. But the laughter is delayed. Off sync. Wrong. Like a dead person trying to remember what joy sounds like. The couple turns and runs. They burst out of the entrance. They look back. The tunnel is empty, but the girlfriend finds a scratch on her backpack. 4 parallel lines, like fingers, and inside the main compartment, where the snacks were, is a single child's sock. Wet and warm. It wasn't a child's sock. It was a doll's sock, and the doll was still in the tunnel, watching. Story number 6. The payphone. Story 6. The payphone. I know payphones don't exist anymore, but this one did. 2019. Nevada. A man pulls over because his check engine light is blinking. He gets out, pops the hood. The payphone starts ringing. It's a rotary phone, on a metal post. No power lines connected to it. The wires have been cut for years, eh? Ignores Italiano. It rings for 3 minutes. Stops. He fixes the engine. Gets back in the driver's seat. His Bluetooth connects automatically to his phone. The car speakers crackle, and a voice says, "You should have answered. I've been in your back seat since Salt Lake City." He looks in the rearview mirror. The back seat is empty, but the seatbelt is buckled across the chest slot, as if for a child, or something that wants to look like a child. He drove the remaining 200 miles without stopping. When he got home, the back seat was covered in fine, white dust, the kind you find in abandoned asylums, the kind that tastes like nothing, because it's not dust, it's ground bone. Story number 7, the next stall. Story 7. Short, fast. You'll remember this one tonight when you can't sleep. A woman uses a bathroom at a rest stop in Arizona. 2 p.m. Broad daylight. She's the only one there. Or so she thinks. She's in the stall. She hears the stall next to her open, then close. She saw nobody walk in. She would have seen feet. There were no feet. A whisper comes from the next stall. Not a voice. A whisper. It says, "Can you pass the toilet paper?" The woman is frozen. She doesn't respond. The whisper repeats, "Please, I can't reach." Against every instinct, she slides the toilet paper under the gap. The paper is pulled away. 3 seconds of silence, then the paper is pushed back. Soaked in black ink, the whisper says, "I meant your soul." The woman runs out. She tells the gas station clerk. They check the bathroom. Empty. But the next stall's toilet is full of black water, and floating in it, a driver's license with a woman's name on it. She never lost her license. It was in her wallet. She moved to Florida the next week. She still hears whispers in empty bathrooms. Story number 8. The van. Story 8. A security guard doing his patrol. 1 a.m. Rest stop closed for construction. Nobody is supposed to be there, but he sees a van side door open. Interior light on A. Approaches flashlight out. He looks inside the van, and he sees 17 cell phones. All on, all recording video, all pointed at the rest stop bathroom door. The guard is confused. He checks the last phone, the most recent video. He plays it. On the screen, he sees himself walking toward the van, opening the door, climbing inside, sitting down, and staring directly into the camera. But here's the thing, the guard doesn't remember doing that. He remembers walking toward the van, then waking up in his car 2 hours later. No memory of climbing inside. No memory of the 17 phones. He checks the other phones. Every single one has the same video. different angles. Same footage. The guard sitting in the van, staring. For exactly 47 minutes. Then standing up, walking out, and collapsing next to his car. The van was reported stolen 3 days later. The phones were never found. The guard quit. He says he still has dreams of 17 red lights, blinking, watching. Story number 9, the dashcam plus outro. And finally, story 9, the one that broke me. The one that happened to a Reddit user named Sleepless Cien Salam. He stopped at a rest stop in Pennsylvania. He says he was only inside for 90 seconds. When he came out, his car was exactly as he left it. No scratches, no missing items. But his dashcam had recorded the whole 90 seconds he was gone. He played it back for the first 80 seconds. Nothing. Just his empty car in the lot. Then, 10 seconds before he comes back, the passenger door opens. Someone gets in. The dashcam catches the back of a bald head, a dirty trench coat. The figure sits there for 10 seconds, perfectly still. Then, right before the timestamp shows the owner returning, the figure leans over and whispers something directly into the driver's side headrest. The audio is garbled, static, but the subtitles on the dashcam software translated it into one phrase. One sentence. The man who posted this hasn't updated his Reddit account in 14 months. The phrase was, "Wake up, you're still in the bathroom." Sleepless in Salem says he doesn't remember driving home. He says he woke up in his bed this morning, but his socks are wet and his steering wheel is covered in that same fine white dust from story 6. So here's my question to you. You clicked on this video. You watched until the end. You are sitting in a chair or on a couch or lying in bed. But look down at your feet. Are your socks wet? Look at the nearest door. Is it locked? And listen very closely. Is that your phone ringing? Or the payphone down the hall? Drive safe, or don't drive at all.